Weston? I went to the restroom, and when I came back, you and your mom were gone. Are you guys out shopping or something?
Oh, hey, Luna. Took you long enough.
What? I wasn't gone that long.
Yeah, well, me and my mom got tired of waiting. We decided to head over to the next sightseeing spot without you.
Wait, what? Are you serious?
Dead serious. Look, I'll just say it straight. You're in a wheelchair, and honestly, you're just slowing us down. We figured it'd be easier if we went on without you.
You left me here alone? In Japan?
Yup. Thought you could handle yourself. You know the language, right? Shouldn't be a big deal.
What are you saying? My bag is with you guys. My wallet, my return ticket, everything I need is in there.
Yeah, well, no point in you having the return ticket if you're not traveling with us anymore, right?
You've got to be kidding me. How am I supposed to get back to the US without money or ID?
Honestly, not my problem. Maybe you just don't come back?
What? Weston, what are you talking about?
Come on, Luna, do you really think I wanted to spend my vacation dragging a wheelchair around? Let's be real, you're a burden!
I didn't ask to end up in a wheelchair.
Yeah, well, doesn't change anything, does it? Everywhere we go, we have to slow down, find elevators, avoid stairs, skip experiences. Because of you! I want to enjoy my trip, not babysit you 24/7.
That is unbelievably cruel. I trusted you. I thought you wanted to travel with me.
You really don't get it, huh? You're clingy, you complain constantly, and everything revolves around your needs. You think that's fun to be around?
That's not fair. I've never complained about the pace or made demands. All I've ever done is try to keep up, try to be positive.
Doesn't matter, I'm over it. So's my mom, by the way. We talked about it, and yeah, we agreed you're too much of a hassle. So we decided to ditch you. Simple as that.
You're seriously telling me you both planned this? You planned to leave me stranded?
Yup. Oh, and just so you know, I'm keeping your wallet. Thanks for that, by the way. You always were the better earner.
No, you can't. That's my money. That's everything I need to survive.
Already spent some of it, actually. Japanese shopping is expensive, you know? But hey, your hard work isn't going to waste. I'm sure I'll get some good souvenirs out of it.
Please, I am begging you, just come back. Pick me up, give me my stuff. I'll forget this ever happened.
Yeah, no thanks. Oh, and one more thing. All those hotel names I gave you for our future stays, totally fake.
What?
Yep, I made up all the locations. You've got nowhere to go. Me and Mom are off to Kyoto next. Should be fun. I hear cherry blossom season's starting early this year.
Weston, you can't do this. This isn't just cruel, it's criminal.
Oh, come on, you'll be fine. You're fluent in Japanese, aren't you? You'll figure something out. Maybe you'll grow from the experience, build character or whatever.
You're unbelievable. You're actually laughing while leaving me stranded in a foreign country, in a wheelchair with no money and no way to get home?
Pretty much, yeah. Anyway, the tour bus is pulling up. Gotta go. Enjoy the rest of your solo adventure in Japan. Hope you make some new friends or something.
Wait, don't!
Blocked. Try not to die. Peace.
Excuse me, Beth, you're here with Weston, right? Yes, I am. Why do you ask? So that means you're fully aware of what's going on, aren't you? Of course I am. In fact, I'm the one who told him to leave you behind in Japan and come home without you. What? Honestly, we only allowed you to marry into the family because of your education. I thought at least you'd be useful. But now look at you, stuck in a wheelchair. What kind of future can you offer like that? How are you supposed to take care of me in my old age? If anything, we'll have to start taking care of you. What a joke. Even so, I didn't ask to end up like this. The accident... Oh, please, don't start playing the victim now. You're a failure of a daughter-in-law, and frankly, I've had enough of your excuses. This trip was supposed to be a lovely vacation. You've ruined it with your presence. Speaking of which, who's going to be the interpreter now? That was my role up until just a moment ago, wasn't it? Oh, that? Oh, not to worry. I've already met a charming gentleman who offered to interpret for us at a very reasonable price. Wait, what? A stranger? Beth, this isn't America. You should really be more careful who you trust in a foreign country. Oh, stop pretending you're concerned just to get back in our good graces. We're not so easily manipulated. No, that's not what I meant. I'm just saying it's dangerous to... You're such a nosy woman. Honestly, I've had enough. When we get back to America, if you even make it back, I'm making sure Weston divorces you. That's already been decided. He's on board with it too. You're joking. Not at all. And let me add, even if by some miracle you manage to return to the States, don't expect to come back to that house you two were living in. You're getting kicked out. What are you even saying? That house is wonderfully accessible, you know. The renovations for your wheelchair actually made it quite convenient. So I suppose in that sense I can thank you for making it a perfect home for us. Too bad you won't be living there anymore. You really have no shame, do you? And you just never stop talking, do you? Weston and our new interpreter are calling me. I'll be off now. Beth, wait! You're in a foreign country, letting a stranger take the lead in a place you don't understand. That's dangerous. Yes, I'll be careful. You can stop nagging now. Hold on, please, just listen for a second. I won't be replying to anything else you say. Goodbye. Beth! Fine. If this is how you want to play it, then don't blame me when the consequences catch up to you. Let's see how this ends.
Luna! Hey, Luna, answer me! Why the hell aren't you responding? Don't tell me you blocked me!
Yes, what is it?
Luna! What the hell is going on? Are you kidding me right now?
Oh, what's this? Did you finally make it back to the country?
Yeah, I'm back. I just arrived at the house and... What the hell? Why can't I get in? The key doesn't work. The locks have changed. What the hell happened?
Oh, that? Well, I put the house up for sale and sold it.
Wait, you what? You sold the house?
Yep, it's gone. Legally and completely.
What the hell were you thinking? You don't just sell a house without saying a word. That's not something you can do on your own.
Oh, and abandoning me in a wheelchair in a foreign country without so much as a second thought, that wasn't doing something on your own?
Hold on a sec. You're saying you made it back here? You're actually in Japan?
Of course I am. You left me stranded, but I was already back home 2 days after you dumped me there.
How?
Honestly, it wasn't that complicated. You seem to have forgotten, but I did live in Japan for 3 years as a teenager. Remember that?
Oh, right. I guess you did mention that once.
I had a friend who lives just an hour from the hotel you left me at. I called her. She picked me up, helped me get everything in order. Luckily, I had my phone, passport, and credit card on me at all times, unlike some people.
Unbelievable.
Oh, and back to the house, the one I sold.
Yeah, that's the part I'm freaking out about. You did something insane, Luna. That house wasn't even yours. I'm the head of the household.
You? You really think you were the head of that house?
Of course I was! My mom loved it! It was wheelchair accessible, totally perfect for her, and you just went and sold it! We were robbed overseas, I've been through hell, and now this?
Oh dear, you were robbed? Oh, how tragic.
Stop messing around!
Let me remind you, I was the legal owner of that house.
What? No way! I thought it was under my name!
Why would it be? That house was my family's. It was my parents' place. They moved out to the countryside and left it to me. I inherited it. I paid for the renovations. Every ramp, every widened doorway, paid out of my pocket. So explain to me again, why would I ever put your name on my deed?
Still, you can't just sell it without even talking to me!
And yet you decided to divorce me without any discussion, didn't you? Right. So don't start crying about how you've suddenly found yourself without a roof.
You're seriously just gonna leave us like this?
Nope. Actually, I already contacted Amy.
Amy? You mean my sister?
Of course. She said she'd take your stuff and your mom's. She's kind enough to let you two crash at her place for a while.
You've gotta be kidding me.
Nope. Go ahead and head over. She's expecting you.
No. No. Anywhere but her place. I refuse to stay with Amy.
Too bad. She's family, right?
No! This can't be happening!
Luna, how could you do this?
Oh, and now it's your turn.
You have no idea what we went through over there. It was a disaster.
Yes, I heard a bit from Weston. Something about a pickpocket? Let me guess, this is about that charming gentleman who offered to translate for you?
Exactly. He seemed so kind, so helpful. I really thought we could trust him. When I needed to use the restroom, I left my bag with him for just a moment, and when I came back, poof! He was gone along with my things.
Didn't I warn you before the trip that your first time overseas might not be the best time to start chatting up random foreign men?
He was handsome, okay? What was I supposed to do, ignore him?
I wonder what your late husband would think if he heard you say that.
Oh, forget about that for a second. We need to talk about the house.
Right. You might want to check the messages Weston and I exchanged. Everything you need to know is there. I'd rather not repeat myself, honestly.
Excuse me? Did you just say you can't be bothered? You're the daughter-in-law. Don't forget your place.
Oh, come on now. You and Weston wanted to divorce me, right? So I figured since we're no longer family, I can stop pretending to care about your feelings. Oops, wait, not wanted. Did. The divorce is already finalized.
What?
Yep, I flew back a bit earlier than you and checked the mailbox when I got home. Guess what I found? A love letter from the woman who claims to be Weston's new girlfriend, along with a signed divorce paper, in Weston's handwriting no less. She even included a USB stick with a video of him filling it out like some weird souvenir.
Unbelievable!
I figured since he went through all that trouble, I might as well do him the favor of submitting the paperwork. So, yeah, it's done.
Wait, are you saying Weston was cheating?
It appears so. According to his new lady friend, she's more deserving to be his wife, and I should just get out of the house and make room for her.
And did she know the house was your family's?
Oh, she found out quickly. I sent her a little message to let her know she's been chasing after a man who didn't even own the roof over his head. Also added that she'd be inheriting his charming mother, you, by the way, who once encouraged him to abandon his wife overseas.
And her reaction?
She dumped him. Paid the compensation I requested, blocked him, and vanished. Seems she wasn't up for the full package deal after all.
No way.
While the two of you were busy running around in Japan trying to salvage whatever mess you created, I was here tying up loose ends and clearing my name.
This can't be happening.
Oh, it is. The only thing left now is to sort out the financial compensation Weston owes me. I've already spoken to my lawyer. He'll be paying a visit to Amy's place to deliver the documents.
What?
You might want to be there when he arrives. He'll need your signature, too.
Wait, no. Oh, please, not Amy's house. Anywhere, but...
I figured you'd say that. Amy, could you step forward now?
Huh?
I asked her to come pick you up. She should be right behind you. Enjoy the reunion. The woman my ex-husband and ex-mother-in-law feared most, Amy, wasn't just any sister-in-law. She was a former leader of an all-female biker gang. Yes, you heard that right. Back in the day, she wasn't just known, she was respected and feared in circles you wouldn't dare enter. But those wild days were behind her now. These days, she was a mother of 2 and living a quiet life as a devoted wife and parent. To anyone who met her on the surface, she seemed mild, composed, and even gentle. But here's the thing about Amy. She absolutely despised injustice. If she saw someone being taken advantage of or mistreated, especially someone she cared about, something would awaken in her. A fire. A presence so commanding it could silence a room, make grown men fumble for words, and apparently reduce my ex-husband and his mother to trembling messes. After getting married, Amy had moved about 2 hours away by car. That physical distance had lulled my ex and his mother into a false sense of security. They assumed Amy was out of reach, out of the picture, too busy raising kids and being a housewife to meddle in family affairs. And so, with her gone, they set their sights on me. Day after day, I was subjected to their ridicule, passive-aggressive comments, outright verbal abuse, and manipulation. My ex, smug in his own infidelity, acted like he could do no wrong, while his mother treated me like some unworthy burden that never should have joined their prestigious family. But here's where their entire scheme fell apart. What they didn't know, what they never thought to ask, was that Amy and I had become close, very close. Since the early days of my marriage, she'd been one of the only people in that family who treated me with warmth and genuine care. We'd stayed in touch even after her move, phone calls, texts, even the occasional visit when schedules allowed. So when I found myself left behind by a cheating husband and tormented by a bitter mother-in-law, I knew exactly who to turn to. I told Amy everything. I told her how her younger brother had abandoned me emotionally, how he'd flaunted his affair as if I should somehow be the one to blame. I told her how their mother encouraged it, blaming me for not being pretty enough or obedient enough. I even told her about the day they left me standing at the curb, luggage in hand, in front of a locked house they'd claimed was no longer mine. Amy didn't raise her voice. She didn't even curse. All she said was, "Leave this to me." The very next week, a large sum of money appeared in my bank account. It was the full settlement amount I'd requested in my divorce proceedings, a figure my ex had previously scoffed at and refused to pay, claiming I didn't deserve a cent. No explanation came with the money, just the transfer. Clean, final, no further dispute. Naturally, I was stunned. I called Amy. She just laughed softly and said, "Let's just say he suddenly remembered what's fair." The details of what happened next are still mostly a mystery to me, but from what I've gathered through mutual acquaintances and whispers from extended family, Amy didn't just confront her brother, she obliterated whatever illusion of control he thought he had left, and she didn't do it alone. You see, Amy still had connections, people from her past who hadn't forgotten what she'd done for them, people loyal enough to jump at the chance to help her out, especially when it came to correcting a wrong. Apparently, one of those connections ran an overseas manufacturing facility, known more for discipline than luxury. Not illegal, but definitely not the kind of place you voluntarily signed up for unless you had nowhere else to go. From what I hear, that's where my ex-husband ended up. Amy arranged for him to be sent there under the pretense of helping him rebuild his life. In truth, he was being trained, as Amy put it, forced to wake at dawn, work long hours in sweltering conditions, and reflect deeply on every selfish, cruel, destructive choice he'd made. No more lounging on couches or playing the victim. No more blaming me or life or anyone else for his shortcomings. His mother, too, quickly fell from grace. With her son out of the picture, she lost whatever power she'd lorded over me. From what I've been told, she tried to reach out to Amy, perhaps thinking she could still manipulate her sweet daughter-in-law, but that ship had long sailed. Amy cut her off completely, making it clear that she stood on the side of justice, not bloodlines. And me? I moved on. For the first time in years, I felt like I could breathe again. There were no more whispered insults, no more silent treatment at the dinner table, no more passive-aggressive jabs, just peace, beautiful, hard-earned peace. I found a small apartment of my own, decorated it however I liked, and started working toward rebuilding my career. I didn't rush into anything. I let myself grieve, process, and slowly rediscover the parts of myself I'd buried to survive that toxic household. And through it all, Amy checked in, offering advice, encouragement, and sometimes just a listening ear. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Diane, hello. Is now a good time for you? I have something to report.
Hello, Rosa. What's going on? What's the news?
Actually, I'm pregnant.
Oh, really?
Yes, I'm currently 18 weeks along.
When we last spoke, you didn't mention anything about that.
Well, Andy and I discussed it, and we thought it would be better to wait until I was in the stable period before sharing the news.
I see. All right. So that's all you had to say?
Yes, that's it.
Okay, then. I've got something to do, so I'll have to go now.
Oh, actually...
What? If there's more, please make it quick.
Well, I apologize for taking up your time.
No, it's fine. You don't need to apologize. If you need to say something else, feel free.
Thank you. It's just, I'm a little nervous about how things will go from now on. Andy and I are really excited, but there's still so much to think about. It's a big change.
I understand. It's a huge step. Just make sure you take care of yourself and don't hesitate to reach out if you need anything.
I will, thank you. I'm just a little overwhelmed, but I think I'll be okay.
Just remember to enjoy the moments of happiness, too.
Thank you, Diane. I really appreciate your support.
Of course. Take care of yourself and let me know if you need anything else.
I will. Thanks again. Andy, I told your mom about the pregnancy.
Oh, really? What did she say?
Well, that's the thing.
What do you mean? What happened?
How should I say it? It was more like her reaction was a bit flat, you know? The message didn't seem to convey much excitement or joy. It didn't really seem like she was happy about it.
Really?
Well, as you know, your mom has always been a bit distant with me, so I kind of expected that. But even accounting for that, her response didn't seem particularly joyful. There wasn't a single word that really conveyed excitement or happiness. Maybe I'm just overthinking it.
I see. You know, for Dad and Mom, this is their first grandchild, and they seem to be looking forward to the birth of the baby, so I thought they'd be over the moon about it. I really thought they'd be thrilled. If I'd known it would turn out like this, I should have told them myself. I'm sorry, I should have handled it better.
Hey, it's not your fault. Don't apologize. We've only talked through a message so far, and maybe it's just my perception of it. It could be nothing.
Still, I'll reach out to Mom myself to check in. You just focus on taking care of yourself and the baby.
Thanks, Andy. I really appreciate that.
No problem. You're the one carrying the baby, so your health is the most important thing right now. I'll handle this side of things. Just take care of yourself and the little one.
I will. Thank you.
Mom, it's Andy.
Oh, what's going on?
Didn't you get a message from Rosa a little while ago?
Oh, the pregnancy announcement?
Yeah, about that. I'm just gonna get straight to the point.
What is it?
Are you by any chance upset that the news was a little late?
Huh?
I mean, how should I say this? I saw that chat history between you and Rosa, and honestly, I got the feeling you weren't too thrilled about the whole thing.
Oh, well, yeah. It's true that pregnancy is usually a joyous occasion, but this time it's a bit complicated.
What do you mean by complicated?
Well, you see, Erica still isn't pregnant.
Erica? Why are you bringing her up now?
Your dad and I talked about it, and we agreed that this time we'd let Erica go first. We need to ask Rosa to give up on this for now.
What? Let Erica go first? Give up? What are you saying?
What I mean is, the first grandchild should really be Erica's child, don't you think?
Huh? What?
It's like a matter of seniority in the family, you know. It just feels off, to be honest, if the younger brother's child is born before the older sister's child. It just doesn't sit right, don't you agree?
No, that's not how it works. Erica has her own plans with her husband, and besides, this is a precious life we're talking about. You're telling me to just let it go? Do you even understand what that means?
Rosa's still young, she'll be fine. Once Erica gets pregnant, then you two can try for your second child. But until then, you understand, right?
What are you even saying? This is about my child. It's my child, the child of my wife and me. Why are you making this all about Erica?
Look, it's just that I'm sure you get it, right? The first grandchild for your dad and me should really come from our daughter, not from a daughter-in-law. When a child is born from a daughter, there's just a different kind of bond, a closeness we feel. And if that's the first grandchild, the joy is so much greater.
What kind of reasoning is that? Are you serious right now?
Oh, please try to understand where we're coming from.
How can I understand that? It's impossible!
We're not saying you shouldn't have children. We're just saying this time the timing isn't right. You need to be considerate of that.
Don't make it sound so simple. It's my child we're talking about here. My son or daughter, the one carrying my blood. What does Erica have to do with any of this?
Andy, you have to understand. Your dad and I are just looking forward to the child that Erica will have. We've been waiting for this moment, so please, can you just be reasonable this time?
Are you trying to erase the fact that this is Rosa's and my baby? Are you seriously saying that to me? I'm done with you both if that's the case. Rosa and I are having this child no matter what.
Wait, Andy, don't say that!
What kind of parents would try to discard their grandchild just because of their own selfish reasons? I don't want parents like that.
Hold on, Andy, please, just listen to me for a second.
No, I'm done listening. I've made up my mind. No one is going to stop us from having this child. Not you, not anyone.
Andy, please think about this. Your dad and I have always thought about the family, about what's best for everyone. But you're being so stubborn right now. Can't you see that we're just asking for a little patience?
Patience? What's there to wait for? I'm already waiting to become a father, and I'm telling you right now, no one is going to take that away from me. You can talk all you want about timing, but this is a life we're talking about. My child's life.
I'm not saying you shouldn't have this child, Andy. We just wanted things to go a little differently. We wanted the first grandchild to be Erica's, that's all.
You keep saying that, but it doesn't change anything. I'm not asking for your permission, and I'm not going to let you dictate this.
But Andy, think of your dad. This is a huge decision, and it's not just about you and Rosa. It's about the whole family.
This isn't about the whole family. It's about me and Rosa. It's about our future and our child, and you're asking me to put that aside just for some idea of tradition? I won't do it. Not now, not ever!
I never thought you'd react like this. We just wanted to share in the joy of the first grandchild together and not have it be a source of conflict.
You know what? I don't need that kind of joy if it comes with this much baggage. I don't need your approval. Rosa and I are going to have this child, and nothing will change that.
Andy, please, think carefully about this.
No, it's too late for thinking. I'm making this decision for my family, for the future. And if that means cutting ties with you, then that's what I'll do.
Don't say things like that. Oh, please, just wait a minute. Andy, it's your mom. The other day I went to visit the apartment where you and Rosa used to live. I asked the neighbors and they told me you moved out 2 or 3 years ago. So, where are you living now? Oh, there's something important I need to talk to you about. Please respond.
What now?
Andy?
Yeah, it's me, but what's the point now?
Well, I got a new phone and I wanted to reach out to you.
Huh? You're calling me for that?
Yes, because there's something important I need to discuss with you. Please, just listen.
What is it?
Actually, Erica found out 2 years ago that she had a condition that made it impossible for her to have children. I didn't know until recently. When I asked about when we'd get our grandchild, she finally told me.
So, what now?
So, Andy, I'm asking you, the grandchild you're having, could you please give them to Erica to adopt?
What?
Don't you feel bad for Erica? She's always loved kids and she dreamed of having a big family when she got married. But in the end, she hasn't been able to have a single child.
I know about Erica's condition. You think I didn't know?
Oh, you knew, huh?
Yeah, I've known. After I cut ties with you, I still kept in touch with Erica.
So then, you understand her pain, don't you? That child you're having, it'll be the first grandchild, right? You know, the first grandchild you wanted. Why not let it be adopted by Erica? I'm sure she'd be so happy.
Hold on. Are you seriously misunderstanding everything here?
What do you mean?
I didn't get angry because you didn't treat my child as the first grandchild, okay? That's not the problem.
Huh? Then what is?
Of course I feel hurt that you don't see my child as your first grandchild, but more than that, it's the fact that you treated the life I was about to bring into this world like it didn't even matter. You just brushed it off like it was no big deal. And knowing that my own parents were the ones to do that, it makes me want to lose my mind. Back then, if I had seen you face to face, I don't even know what I might have done. That's why I cut ties with you. To be honest, I still feel that anger, and it hasn't gone away.
Oh, Andy, don't be so dramatic about it.
Don't tell me not to be dramatic. You're not understanding what I'm saying. You don't care about how I feel or what Rosa and I are going through. You don't even respect my child. And now you're asking me to just hand it over to Erica like they're nothing?
Oh, but you must understand Erica's pain. She's always dreamed of having children. You can't even imagine how devastating this has been for her.
I know exactly what Erica's feeling. I've seen it firsthand. But you've completely ignored her current feelings. She's come to terms with things. She's accepted her situation. She's at peace with it, and so is her husband. They've already talked it over, and they know they can't have kids of their own. That's their reality now.
Well, Andy, you're wrong there. Erica's feelings are much more complicated than you realize. She's still struggling, and I just want to help her. If you could just understand her position.
You're missing the point entirely. I'm not just talking about Erica. I'm talking about my own family, my own blood. Do you even hear what I'm saying? I won't just give my child away. Not to anyone, especially not to fix your family's mess.
What are you saying, Andy? We just want to help Erica. She's suffering, and I know she's strong, but we don't want her to feel like she's alone in this.
You've already made her feel alone. You've completely shut her out. She was my sister, and you made her feel like she didn't even matter. Do you really think that everything will magically get better if I just hand over my baby to her? That somehow makes everything okay?
Andy, please, don't be so stubborn. Oh, this could be a way to make things right. Think of it as a way for everyone to heal.
Heal? By sacrificing my child to fix your mistakes? That's your idea of healing? You want me to just erase my child's existence to make you feel better about Erica's pain? You think that's going to fix everything?
It's not like that, Andy. I just thought you'd understand how important this is to Erica. You know she still dreams of having children. I want her to feel that joy, that fulfillment, that's all.
No, you don't get it. Erica is not the only one who matters here. What about me and Rosa? What about our family? Are you really going to ask us to give that up for Erica's sake?
It's not about giving up anything. It's about doing what's best for Erica. She has suffered so much.
I don't care about your idea of what's best for her. I care about what's best for my child. And what's best for my child is for them to be raised by their own parents, by Rosa and me. That's the only family that matters.
You're being unreasonable, Andy. Just think about it for a moment.
No, I don't need to think about it. I've already made my decision. You're not going to change my mind.
Please, Andy, just talk to Erica. She's been wanting to hear from you.
Don't tell me to talk to Erica. I've already been talking with her because she's here with me right now.
She's what? So that means she knows where you are living right now?
That's right. And right now she wants to have a word with you.
Erica does? Mom? Erica! If you knew about Andy's new address, you should have told me.
That's not what we're talking about right now. I've been wondering why Andy hasn't come back to the family home, and I started to think it might have something to do with Rosa and you not getting along. In some ways, I was right, but now I finally understand why Andy didn't want to talk about it when I asked.
You'd understand, right? After all, it makes sense that the first grandchild should come from the eldest child. Having a grandchild from your own daughter is just so much more meaningful. But Andy, well, he's a man, so he just doesn't get it.
Don't assume anything. You can't seriously be telling me you were upset because Rosa got pregnant first. And to make matters worse, you're saying something as horrible as give up on a life as precious as this? Not only that, now you're suggesting giving the child up for adoption, tearing apart a parent and child for the sake of your own beliefs about what's right.
Well, I only suggested that because I was thinking about you.
What? What do you mean, thinking about me? Don't act like you're doing this for me. You've completely ignored what's right for my family and for my child.
No, I just thought, since you haven't been able to have children and Andy and Rosa are having one, maybe this could be a way to help. You know, you could have the joy of raising a child. That's all I wanted, to help you.
Stop. It's none of your business. I'm not a child, and neither is Andy. I know my own life. You're trying to use us to make yourself feel better, but it's wrong. What you're asking us to do is unforgivable.
Well, I know there's someone close to my husband's relatives who's in a situation where they can't raise their child, so we've been working on adopting them. It's a bit of a different situation, but I think you'll understand.
So what? Are you saying you'd be okay adopting Andy's child too, just like that? Well, if there's a reason Andy can't raise the child, I'd consider it. But honestly, both Andy and Rosa have become wonderful parents. Their child loves them so much, and I just don't see why they would have to be separated. And yet, you're still so willing to tear apart our family. You're completely ignoring the bond we have with our child. You can't just give away a child for your own peace of mind.
You're not seeing the bigger picture. It's about bloodlines. If we're being honest, the child isn't really related to us. How can we call them our grandchild?
What did you just say?
Well, it's the truth. They're not really related to us by blood, so how could we consider them family in the way we should?
Are you really my parents? Are you really the people who raised me?
What's wrong with that? This is how things should be. We can't just throw away traditions.
You used to be different. You were never like this before. You didn't think this way, so why are you suddenly talking about tearing families apart over something as shallow as bloodlines?
Erica, listen, I've been thinking. Maybe this is the only way to make everything work. I'm not trying to hurt you. I just want what's best for everyone.
No, I'm not buying into this. Andy feels the same way, and I'm with him. I've made up my mind. I am cutting ties with you.
What? What are you talking about?
You're not going to change my mind. I am not going to let you tear apart my family any longer. The four of us, Andy, Rosa, the child, and I, we've decided to all cut ties with you. We're changing our phone numbers, and you won't get them.
Erica, please don't do this. I just want what's best for everyone. Why can't you see that?
Because what's best for everyone isn't what you think it is. You've lost sight of what really matters, and I won't stand for it anymore.
Well then, I guess we'll have to do this the hard way. You don't want to listen to reason, but I'm not going to give up. And I'll just suggest you move in with us, you, Andy, Rosa, and the child. That way we can all live under one roof, and you won't have to worry about anything.
What? You think that will solve everything? That suddenly we can just fix all of this by living together? No, this isn't a fairy tale, Mom. You can't force things like this.
I'm doing this because I want you to be happy. I want you to experience the joy of being a mother, and I am willing to do whatever it takes.
This isn't about me. This is about you trying to control everything. I'm done.
Erica, please, just talk to me. I don't want to lose you.
Then stop trying to control my life. Stop trying to tear my family apart. Goodbye. After that message, Andy, Erica, my brother-in-law, and we all just cried. There was nothing else we could do but let the tears flow. The weight of everything, the shock, the disbelief, it all came crashing down at once. The message itself had left us reeling, and now the reality of what had been set into motion sank in. Since that time, Andy has taken my last name. He made the decision to officially adopt it, and we've been discussing the possibility of him eventually formalizing the adoption with my parents as well. We've been moving forward together, and while it was initially just a decision made out of necessity, it became a part of our commitment to one another. The name change felt like more than just paperwork. It felt like a new chapter in our life, one where we're redefining our relationship with each other and our families. It's a small but significant gesture that makes us feel closer, more bound to each other than we ever have been before. As for Erica, after discussing it with her husband, they decided that they needed to act quickly. With her address already compromised, they packed up their things and hurriedly moved out of their current home. It wasn't easy, and the stress of it all weighed heavily on them, but it was clear that there was no choice. They couldn't afford to stay in the house knowing it had already been targeted, that the safety of their family was at risk. They found a new place, far from the prying eyes of the people who had been making their lives a living nightmare. It wasn't a perfect solution, but it was a necessary one. The sense of relief that came with leaving was bittersweet. They were escaping one danger, but at the cost of leaving behind everything they had worked for, the home they had built together. And sure enough, as expected, 2 weeks after that terrible message, it all came to a head. Erica's former home was targeted by my in-laws. They barged in, hoping to find her, hoping to confront her. But when they realized she wasn't there, their frustration only grew. With no hesitation, they turned their attention to the next places they thought they might find her, the homes of my brother-in-law and my own family. They showed up unannounced, demanding to know where Erica had gone and why she was hiding. It was as if they had believed that they had the right to track her down, to control her every move. However, both my brother-in-law's family and my own knew the truth. We had all been fully aware of the situation by that point, and while we had tried to remain calm and reasonable, the actions of my in-laws had pushed us to the edge. When they arrived at our homes demanding answers, the reception they received was far from welcoming. We stood our ground, refusing to let them intimidate us, refusing to let them manipulate us into revealing anything. My family and my brother-in-law's family were steadfast, standing together united in the decision to protect Erica, to shield her from whatever plans they thought they could carry out. I will never forget the look on my in-laws' faces when they realized that we weren't going to budge. It was as though a switch had been flipped and all the anger and frustration they had been bottling up finally exploded. But instead of finding the answers they were looking for, they only found more resistance. My brother-in-law's family and my own were like walls, blocking them from getting any further. We turned them away no matter how much they begged or demanded. The look of shock on their faces was something I will never forget. It was as if they couldn't believe they had been denied, that the control they thought they had over us was slipping through their fingers. But we were done playing their games. We weren't going to let them dictate our lives anymore. It wasn't long before word spread. The details of what had happened, the truth about what they had tried to do, began circulating. It wasn't just a matter of our families knowing the full story. Soon, people in the community started to learn what had really been going on. It didn't take long for the whispers to start. People began to notice the sudden isolation of my in-laws, the way they kept to themselves, avoiding contact with everyone. It was obvious that something had shifted. The comfortable, confident image they had projected for years had been shattered, and now they were left with nothing but the judgment of their neighbors and the quiet whispers behind their backs. From what I've heard, my in-laws are now living a much smaller life. They've retreated into the shadows, trying to avoid any further attention. The weight of the situation has settled on them heavily, and while they may have thought they could get away with their actions, the reality has been far different. They're not the same people they once were, and the people around them are no longer as willing to turn a blind eye. It's almost as if the universe itself is holding them accountable, in ways they never imagined. They're no longer seen in the same way by those around them. Their once powerful presence has been reduced to something almost unrecognizable. The people who once admired them now look at them with suspicion, with disdain. And they can't hide from it. It's as though the truth of what they've done is inescapable, and no matter how hard they try to ignore it, they can't avoid the consequences of their actions. They've become isolated, their world shrinking around them as the people they once knew begin to keep their distance. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Good evening, Dad. Are you still at work?
Oh, Jacqueline? It's rare for you to call me out of the blue like this. Is something wrong?
It's something important, and I think it's going to take a while to explain. So if now's not the time to talk, I can wait until later, I guess.
Actually, I just got home, so I have time. Go ahead, tell me what's on your mind.
I think this might really shock you. I don't know how to say this, and I don't want to upset you, but I have to tell you.
Jacqueline, just tell me. Whatever it is, I'd rather hear it from you.
Mom, I think she's having an affair.
What? Jill is cheating?
I didn't want to believe it either, but I've seen the proof with my own eyes. She's been bringing a man into our house, and they've been doing things.
Hold on, just wait a second.
Dad, I don't even know where to start. This whole thing makes me sick. I've been holding this in for so long, and I don't know what to do anymore.
Jacqueline, take a deep breath. I need you to explain everything carefully. I know this must be hard for you, but let's go step by step. Can you do that for me?
I can't wrap my head around it. Mom's always had such an easy life ever since she married you. You've given her everything. Financial stability, a comfortable home, security, peace of mind. She used to constantly stress about money, but after she married you, all of that disappeared. She doesn't even need to work, but she chose to do that part-time job just to pass the time. Because of you, I was able to go to university. I wouldn't have had that chance if you hadn't been there for us.
Jacqueline!
I've always been grateful for everything you've done. You're the best father I could have ever asked for. You took care of both of us. You made sure we never had to struggle. And despite all that, she still turned around and did this to you. How could she? How could she betray you like this?
Let's go through this carefully. I know you're upset. I am too, but I need to understand exactly what's happening. Can I ask you a few questions?
Oh, yeah, of course.
First, do you know who this guy is?
I think he's a university student. He works part-time at Mom's job.
A student? Wait, you don't mean he's younger than you?
Yeah, he's definitely younger than me. I don't know what his full name is, but Mom calls him Curtis.
Curtis? That could be a first name or a last name.
Mom usually calls people by their first names when she's close to them.
Right, that does sound like her. So it's probably his first name. Jacqueline, did you actually see them together? Like something undeniable?
Yes. I came home earlier than usual one day and I saw her walking him to the door. And then they kissed. It wasn't just a peck on the cheek or anything. It was a real kiss, like lovers. And it wasn't just one. I've seen it happen multiple times now. Every time it's the same. She sees him out, they kiss, and he leaves.
She's being reckless.
I think she's doing it on purpose, timing it so he leaves right before I usually get home. She probably thinks it's safe because she assumes I'm still on my commute.
Wait, explain that.
So last month, my company changed its working hours slightly. Because of that, my train transfers are smoother now, and I get home about 20 minutes earlier than before. But I forgot to mention it to Mom.
So that's how you ended up catching her.
Yeah.
That must have been awful, seeing your own mother like that. I can't even imagine how you must feel.
Honestly, it makes me sick. I can't even look at her the same way anymore. It's bad enough that she's cheating in the first place, but with someone that much younger? He's practically a kid. It's disgusting.
Jacqueline, I need to ask you something. Do you feel safe in that house?
What?
Do you feel okay living there? Because if not, you don't have to. If you want, I can help you move into your own apartment.
But...
Don't worry about the money. This is an emergency. If you need financial support, I'll cover it. I don't want you living in an environment that makes you feel like this. You shouldn't have to come home every day to something that makes you sick.
I don't know.
Jacqueline, I want you to think about yourself first. You've already been through enough.
I never thought this would happen.
I know. That's why I don't want you to force yourself to stay in that house if it's making you miserable. I'll help you find a place. I'll even cover your first few months' rent if you need me to.
Okay, I think I'll take you up on that.
Good. And Jacqueline, if you need anything, just let me know. You don't have to handle this alone.
Thanks, Dad.
Now about Jill. I need to figure out how to deal with this.
Actually, I was thinking of investigating myself.
What? But...
It's okay. Talking to you has helped me calm down a bit. And to be honest, I know Mom's daily routine better than anyone. If I move out, she'll think she has total freedom. She'll get careless. She'll invite Curtis over more often, thinking no one's watching.
That's actually a good point. That might be the perfect opportunity to gather more proof. But Jacqueline, listen to me. If it gets to be too much, promise me you'll stop and let me take over.
I will. I promise.
Jill, can I talk to you for a second?
Oh, what's up?
I've been thinking. I was wondering what you're doing right now, just now, at this moment.
That's a strange question to ask. I can't remember the last time you reached out just to ask about something like that. It's always been about something specific. Is something wrong?
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to sound strange. It's just things have been crazy lately. Work, life, everything's been spinning out of control. I've just been trying to catch my breath. I finally feel like I can manage things again, and so here I am, checking in on you, I guess.
Oh, I see. Well, it sounds like you've had a lot on your plate. Work getting to you, huh?
Yeah, work's been more demanding than usual, but it's not just that. It's other things too. Personal stuff. It feels like everything's been piling up all at once, you know? It's like I'm juggling so many things, and I've just been trying to keep it all together.
Personal stuff? What do you mean? Is it something to do with Jacqueline?
Well, in a way, yeah, but also just everything. When you're living alone, you don't realize how much you have to handle by yourself until it's all on your shoulders, and sometimes it's a lot harder than I thought it would be. But I'm dealing with it, you know?
Yeah, I guess. You've got a point. I've been thinking a lot about Jacqueline lately, too. It's like I didn't even realize how much she was doing on her own either. She's never really asked for help, and I just didn't notice, but I suppose we're both kind of in the same boat now. Living apart, it's not as simple as we thought it would be, is it?
But Jacqueline still comes home on weekends, right? She's not completely alone.
True, she comes by every now and then. She lives close enough, just the next station over, so it's not a big deal. She still picks up things from here and there, you know, little stuff like clothes or whatever. She does that pretty often. In fact, she stops by, takes something, and leaves just as quickly.
I guess, in the end, even though she's living on her own, we're still connected in a way. But it's funny, she never stays for long. She never really stays anywhere, does she?
Yeah, that's true. But do you know why she started living on her own? Why now, all of a sudden?
Well, it's probably because she started working, right? She probably thought it was time to finally be independent, to do things for herself without anyone around to help. She's at that age now, after all. It's just a natural part of growing up, I guess.
Yeah, I think you're right. But there's something else to it, too. At least I think there is. It's like, you know how you can feel like you're standing on your own, like you're doing all right, but then it's like you're waiting for something, waiting for someone to come along and sweep you up again. It's like if you don't make that break, if you don't truly cut those strings, you could just get caught up in the same old cycles. And that's why Jacqueline needed this. She needed to break free. I don't know if you get what I mean.
I think I do. It's like a little deeper than just moving out. She probably realized without that space she could end up being pulled back into all that drama. Being dragged around, it's like maybe she needed to see where she really stood by herself. I think that's why I feel like she's been keeping her distance lately. Not just physically, but emotionally too, you know?
Wait, are you implying something here? Because it sounds like you're saying there's more to it than just moving out.
Oh, don't worry. I wasn't trying to make it sound that way. I'm thinking about things, that's all. But if you think about it, you've been kind of distant too, haven't you? You've been living alone for a while, and it's obvious we haven't really had the chance to talk. Really talk like we used to. It's like we're drifting apart. Do you feel it?
Wait, you're reading too much into this, a little too much. I'm just trying to keep things together, that's all. You know how it is. It's just that things pile up sometimes, and I have to deal with them. But yeah, you're right. We haven't been talking much, and I guess I miss how things used to be too. It's not like I wanted things to change, but they have.
But hold on, you just said something earlier. You're telling me you're living alone, but it doesn't always feel like that, does it? There's more to it, isn't there?
What do you mean?
Come on, you know what I mean. There's someone else, isn't there?
What? No! Jacqueline moved out. I'm living alone, I swear. If only you'd come back to me, things would be different. It would be just the two of us, like before, but I know that's not going to happen now, at least not anytime soon. And you don't seem to want it, do you?
You're wrong. Don't act like you don't know. It's not like you're unaware of the situation. You've been living in your own world, pretending things are fine, but they're not, and you know it.
Wait a second. What are you even saying now? What's going on here? This doesn't make sense. I don't get it.
It doesn't make sense, huh? Well, I guess you're not going to get it until you see it for yourself. Look, you've been avoiding the truth this whole time. You're still playing this game like you don't know, but you should have known this whole time, Jill.
What are you talking about?
Take a good look at this. These photos weren't just taken out of nowhere. You didn't think it was odd that you found them lying around in our bedroom, did you? They came from a hidden camera I placed there. Did you not notice?
Wait, what? A hidden camera? Are you serious?
I'm serious, Jill. I've already taken down the camera. It's all gone. There's nothing left to find. But you really should have seen it coming. You didn't think you could just sweep this under the rug, did you?
What? When did you put that there? How did you get in here without me knowing?
I've been here, Jill. I've been right here watching. And you've been lying to me this whole time. You thought I didn't know, but I do.
No, this can't be happening.
Oh, but it is. You think I don't see it? You think you've been clever, but I know. I've known all along. And now you're stuck with the consequences. So, you still want to deny it?
Oh, fine. I get it all right. You want me to admit it, right? So here it is. That guy, he's my boyfriend. His name is Carter Curtis. He's 20 years old, my most beloved person. Not some old stinky man like you, okay? He's young and cute, and he's my boyfriend.
I see.
So, you're just going to accept that, huh? Just like that?
Well, if you're willing to admit it, I guess I don't have much choice. But just so we're clear, you don't really think I'm gonna just let you go that easily, do ya? Do you know what you're asking for now?
Oh, don't worry about me. I'm sure I can figure it out. We'll get it sorted. After all, I've got money. Jacqueline's working, so I can count on her to help me out. And Jacqueline, she'll be on my side. She's my daughter, after all. She'll help me out with whatever's needed.
You think Jacqueline's gonna help you? I think she's already made up her mind.
What are you talking about?
You see, Jacqueline was the one who exposed you. She's the one who told me about everything. Jacqueline's the reason I know about the affair, Jill.
Who? What?
The hidden camera? Jacqueline put it there. That's right.
Are you serious right now? What are you even talking about? This isn't making sense.
Oh, it's perfectly clear. You were so confident, like you thought no one would ever find out. But Jacqueline, she saw it all. She walked in on the two of you.
Wait, no, she can't. She wouldn't. I'm her mother. No matter what, she's supposed to stand by me. She's supposed to side with me, not you. You're just some guy who's been hanging around. Jacqueline, she's my daughter, blood, not like you.
And that's exactly why she can't forgive you. That's why she's doing this. She saw it all, Jill.
Wait, what? What are you saying? You mean Jacqueline already knew about David?
Oh, she knows more than you think. Jacqueline knew about your affair with David. You told her the divorce was because of David's infidelity, didn't you?
Yeah, but that's the truth, isn't it? What else could I say? It happened.
No, Jacqueline knew, and she was hurt. And when I talked to her, she told me what you've been hiding.
What? What do you mean? What else have you hidden from her?
She learned something else, Jill. She learned about the money you didn't spend on her, the child support you've been keeping from her. Do you know what that does to a child? Do you know what you've been doing?
What are you talking about? I never kept it from her. You don't understand.
I understand more than you think. Jacqueline went to see David recently.
No way. You're lying. She doesn't even know where he is.
Actually, someone told her, a relative, someone she was still in contact with. Someone sent her updates, even sent her New Year's cards.
Who told her?
I don't know, but what I do know is that Jacqueline found out what you've been doing. She discovered that the money David sent for her, money that was supposed to go to her needs, ended up in your hands. It wasn't used for Jacqueline. It wasn't used for her education or her well-being.
What? No, that's not true. I was doing what I had to do for her. I was being a good mother.
No, Jill, you weren't being a good mother. Jacqueline had to work day in and day out all through high school because you refused to use that money to support her. She had to struggle. Do you understand that?
No. I didn't make her struggle. That was for her education, to make her tougher. It was important.
Important? So, what, you thought the best thing for her was to leave her with nothing? To make her suffer just so she could learn a lesson? That's what you did to her, Jill. And now you're getting what you deserve.
This is ridiculous. You're not even hearing me right. You can't say all this without understanding that I was trying to teach her something. I was doing what's right.
You weren't, and Jacqueline knows it. She found out about everything you've been hiding, and guess what? She's done with you.
No, she can't be. She's my daughter. She can't just walk away from me.
You pushed her away, and now she wants nothing to do with you. Oh, and the address I gave you, that was temporary. Jacqueline's not even there anymore.
What? You're lying.
You really don't understand, do you? Do you know who's there now? Carter. Carter's in the apartment right now, isn't he?
What are you talking about? You're crazy. I'm by myself.
No, you're not. Carter went in there. I've already confirmed it. I've got proof. Me and my lawyer, we've seen it with our own eyes.
Wait, what? A lawyer?
Yeah, you didn't think I was just sitting back and letting this go, did you? And Carter, you know he's married, right? He has 2 kids with his wife and he's still seeing you. What does that say about you, Jill?
No way. You're telling me. You're saying Carter's married too?
Oh yeah, I'm not the only one who knows about you two. Carter's wife knows as well. She's gonna be pursuing legal action too.
What? You're all against me? No, I can't. I don't have the money for this. I never asked for any of this.
Well, you're gonna get it whether you like it or not. You've made your bed, Jill, and now you'll have to lie in it.
Wait, you can't just do this. I don't have anything left.
It's too late now. You'll have to pay for what you did, and this time you can't hide. We'll talk about the details later. As I approached the door to my house, I heard the familiar sound of the lock clicking shut. It was as if the universe was reminding me just how determined she was to resist. The audacity of it all, this pathetic refusal to admit defeat, was truly something to behold. How much longer was she going to keep up this charade? It was clear to me that she was holding on to something she knew was slipping away, but her efforts were becoming increasingly laughable. Of course, the moment I reached for my key, the matter was resolved. I had the key, after all, and there was no obstacle that could stop me from entering my own home. As the door swung open effortlessly, I couldn't help but feel a slight sense of triumph. This was my house, not hers, and despite all her efforts to hold on to what wasn't here anymore, reality had a way of putting things back in place. Inside the house, things were quieter than usual. I knew she'd been trying to avoid any confrontation, hiding away like a child caught doing something wrong. She had no one to lean on now, no one to protect her from the consequences of her actions. For all the strength she had tried to project, it was all unraveling now. The facade was cracking, and she could no longer pretend like everything was fine. The first thing I noticed as soon as I stepped into the living room was the absence of Carter, her so-called lover. His presence in this house had always been a thorn in my side, but now that thorn was gone. As I had anticipated, he had already made his exit. He'd been quick to make the decision to divorce. It wasn't surprising, really. The moment I heard that he'd been seeing someone else while still married, I knew he'd fold under the pressure. He had been nothing more than a coward, hiding behind the illusion of a glamorous relationship, only to find himself in the crosshairs of a woman who would tear him apart without hesitation. Carter had always relied on his wife, a well-established woman with a successful career. She had been the one supporting him financially, giving him the freedom to play around and indulge in whatever whims he had. But that came with a price. The woman he was involved with, my ex-wife, had been nothing short of a storm. She was relentless, a force of nature that couldn't be ignored. She demanded complete submission, and Carter was no match for her fury. It didn't take long before he was reduced to a trembling wreck, the man who had once tried to play the part of a confident lover, now resembling a scared little puppy, cornered and unsure of what to do. As for Jill, his wife, the situation was even more complicated. Her world was crumbling, and she was starting to realize the weight of her choices. She had been completely blindsided by Carter's affair, and now, as if the universe had decided to throw in another twist for good measure, she was left without anyone to rely on. Her own daughter, unable to forgive the betrayal, had severed ties with her, and that left Jill in an even worse position than she had imagined. Her social standing, her support system, everything was falling apart piece by piece. Now, with the divorce finalized, Jill found herself alone. She had no one left to help her and no one to turn to for support. This is what happens when you betray the people who care about you. Jill, in her desperation, had nowhere to go but to me. I could see it in her eyes, the panic. It was clear that she hadn't thought through the consequences of her actions. She had assumed that she would somehow come out on top, that she'd find a way to get through this mess without any serious repercussions. But that wasn't going to happen. She was about to find out that actions had consequences, and those consequences weren't going to be pretty. As she begged, as she pleaded for me to help her, I remained unmoved. It wasn't about being cold or unforgiving. It was about understanding that there was no easy way out of this. She had taken everything she could from me, from our family, and now there was nothing left to offer. I wasn't going to be her safety net anymore, not after everything that had happened. At this point, the reality was undeniable. Her desperation was clear, but I wasn't the one who was going to save her. She had to face the consequences of her own choices, and no amount of pleading was going to change that. She had wanted to play games, to tear apart everything in her path, and now it was time for her to pay for those games. But even as she tried to push me into a corner, to manipulate me into feeling sympathy for her, I knew that there was no way I was going to give in, not anymore. There was no room for compassion when it came to someone who had hurt me this deeply. The worst part was that she didn't even seem to understand the gravity of what she had done. She thought she could fix everything with a few words, a little bit of emotional manipulation. But this time it wasn't going to work. As for David, he had his own questions for her. He wanted answers. He wanted to know why she had used the money meant for our daughter's education on her own selfish desires. How could she have been so reckless? How could she have spent money that wasn't hers to spend? Money that was meant to secure our child's future? I could see the anger in David's eyes when he confronted her about it. He was just as hurt as I was, and there was no excuse for what she had done. In the face of his accusations, Jill had no choice but to confront the full weight of her actions. She couldn't hide behind her lies anymore. Her response was predictable. She tried to justify her actions as if there was any valid excuse for what she had done. But the truth was clear. She had been selfish. She had been so consumed by her own desires that she lost sight of what really mattered. Now, as a result of her own mistakes, she was forced to pay the price. Jill's world was collapsing around her. The divorce settlement was brutal. She was forced to pay a substantial amount in alimony, and to add to her troubles, the money she owed for the child support was piling up. She was barely keeping it together, working from dawn till dusk just to pay off the debts she had accumulated. The days were long and exhausting for her, and she had no one to lean on. Her former support system had evaporated, and all she had left was the harsh reality of the consequences she had brought upon herself. It's strange, really, seeing someone who once held so much power, so much control, now reduced to this. She had been the one calling the shots, the one who thought she could get away with anything, and now she was the one struggling to keep her head above water, paying off her debts with whatever she could scrape together. It's a harsh reminder that no matter how much power someone thinks they have, it can all come crashing down in an instant. As for me, I'm moving forward. I've got my daughter to think about, and she's my priority. The past is the past, and while it still stings, I know I'm better off without the constant drama and chaos that surrounded Jill. I've learned that sometimes the only way to move forward is to leave the toxic people behind and focus on what truly matters. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.